Welcome, everybody, to Westwood Arena. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Toronto Patriots, and to my side here is Blake Ricci, the general manager of the Toronto Patriots. Blake, it's been an up and down season. We're going to get to all of that, but appreciate you joining. I think your first OJ interview, so welcome.
Thanks for having me, Nick. Looking forward to it.
So, for yourself, obviously, the second year with the Toronto Patriots, you've been in hockey for a few years now. Talk about, how you got here and how excited you are that it is year two and already so much improvements on and off the ice as a Toronto Patriot.
Yeah, it's been it's been quite the process. Coming in, I guess it would have been August 1st of 2023. We would have taken over the Toronto Patriots club after an ownership change. I was brought in as general manager, and very fortunate to bring in a lot of staff members that I had worked with in the past. We've had some success in this league, and our whole mentality was to bring that program and that model into what is going to become the Toronto Patriots, and our new organization, our new rebrand, and it's been a very, very exciting time to be a part of this club. Again, starting August 1st, 2023, it was not looking the brightest at times. We got through the year. I would say that it was generally a success. We developed a lot of hockey players for some higher levels. And then year two obviously brought the rebrand, the renovations to the facility, new logo, everything from top to bottom. And it's been a really exciting time to be a part of the Toronto Patriots Hockey Club.
Lots of changes, as mentioned, and specifically for this season. Last season was the first year, and I think I spoke to you maybe off the air one time. You said, hey, 51 points for year one of the Patriots is not too bad. Obviously, surpassing that now, and hopefully more points down the line. I believe 12 games remaining in the season. How are you looking at the rest of this season with so many moves, if not the most moves in the OJHL this season? Maybe as a record, who knows? I got to go to the archives on that one, because a lot of ins and outs, and there's so much optimism towards the tail end of the campaign.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of movement there between I guess December 1st and the January 10 deadline. Ultimately we felt as though we were able to put ourselves in a position to compete with some of the best teams in this league. Me as general manager, it's my role to help find the players and bring the guys in, and from there I basically get to allow the coaching staff to do their jobs, and we're very fortunate to have a phenomenal coaching staff, and Vince Bellissimo, John Luciani, and Steve McSwain, as well as Dan Bellissimo with our goalies. These guys they've worked with a lot of different groups over the years. Obviously, John and Vince and myself worked together previously, and I got nothing but the utmost confidence in what these guys are going to be able to do with this roster. We feel as though that we've got the tools. Obviously, there's a little bit of gelling that needs to happen here over the next couple of weeks. I think we're at 12 games left on the regular season, but the goal at this point is to just continue to develop and grow as a group here. There's a lot of chemistry that needs to come into play. I think that we've taken some steps in the 3 weeks since the deadline, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're capable of doing here as we finish up the regular season and into playoffs.
How important is it to have the support around you? Because everything goes through you for the most part, other than, the coaching decisions throughout the games. That's obviously led by Vince Bellissimo, the head coach of the ownership, right? Of John Carreri and the ownership and all of that. Because without a supportive owner and, making sure things are happening the way that you want them to or expect them to, of course, in year two, not everything can come all at once. It's a lot of moving pieces, and obviously, you want everything so quickly, but it's not going to happen all the time, including myself, right? You want everything so fast, but you got to be patient. You got to be waiting. But the support, he's here, he's around, and you can lean on him. How important is that?
This has actually been something that I have not experienced in my time in the OJHL. Having an owner involved, not so much on the day-to-day, but, the big picture of this organization. And he has been head and shoulders. He's really gone above and beyond. The facility that you can kind of see here, everything that he's put in and invested into this organization from top to bottom. And it's not just the stuff that you can see; it's a lot of the things that are behind the scenes. So, for me, it's been a phenomenal experience. Working and learning from him as well, because there's a lot of areas that I can continue to improve to get better on as a general manager, and as a person really. But ultimately having him involved, he sets the standard with this organization, and that standard is very high, and one of which that we as a hockey ops staff are working towards to hopefully meet here. And at the end of the day, playoffs will dictate how far we go as far as meeting that.
How important is it for you to have a strong finish, I should say, to the season, and hopefully a deep playoff run, although there's a lot of good and other talented teams within the league and in the West Conference, but also for the future, setting the team up at the deadline, not just win now mode, but for years to come, because it seems like the future is bright, if not the near future as well.
Yeah, hey, playoffs this year is going to be tough. From 1 through 9 on our conference, every single team is very strong. We've played competitive games against pretty much every single team in the league throughout the year. We've had our ups, we've had our downs. As far as a little bit of the regular season here, the goal is to make sure that we're playing the right way. We're moving in the right direction. We got to keep moving that needle in the right direction. We got to make sure that we're playing the right way come playoff time, because those little small details, it's very, very tight. It's going to take some lucky bounces here and there, but we just got to make sure that we're moving in the right direction at the right time. And as I said, I think the last couple of weeks we've really taken some steps, and the hope is that we continue to do so here in the following couple weeks.
You're very passionate, along myself, and it seems like there's a lot of passionate people in this organization. Finally, how lucky you think you feel or you are to have these people around supporting you, for everyone to have one goal, and the ultimate goal is hopefully win a Buckland Cup and a Centennial Cup?
You know what, Nick, it's a lot of fun to work in this organization, because for me, things have to be done the right way. And as I said, that starts with ownership from John Carreri, and as I said, he sets the standard and ensures that things are done the right way from an ownership perspective. It's my job to continue that message down through the coaching staff and into the dressing room where the players are, obviously. But for me, it's everything has to be taken care of properly, and you need to do it the right way. It's a very, very simple way to put it. I worked with a gentleman a long time ago, and the thing that he always instilled in me in my first couple of years of coaching is, you got to make sure you do things the right way. You do things the right way, you will get the breaks. The hockey gods will come on your side. And I think this organization is a true testament to ensuring that, we are operating an organization from top to bottom, and all decisions that we make, it is done the right way. So, very excited to see what we can do here. And again, it's going to be a fun little ride here, but it's going to be tough. Playoffs are not going to be easy. The last 12 games are not going to be easy. It's very important that we continue to play the right way and move in the right direction.
And folks, there's a lot of renovations that has gone on at Westwood Arena, the main rink, the rink one as well. Obviously, all up here, a gym, a bar, cafe, lounge, dressing room. You can see the banners if you watch the games on Flow Hockey. And we probably can't give away too much, but the Patriots are looking to do a little bit more and more to make Westwood that fortress, and to make Westwood, not of the old, but in the new as well. I'm not going to bother you with that. I'm not going to touch upon that because we can't say what's coming anyways. But the Toronto Patriots are at Westwood Arena, year number 2, led by John Carreri, and all the way through looking to change the standard, looking to improve the standard here, and looking to win championships and trophies at the end of the day. I'm alongside General Manager for the Toronto Patriots for year number 2, Blake Ricci. Blake, you treated me with respect since I've came here. Loved every minute of it, and hopefully we can raise a trophy at the end of May. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. It's been a fun ride, and don't forget the fancy broadcast booth that you got as well, eh?
Well, I asked for it. Thank God I got it.
We made sure we delivered with Nick Fiore. We got to make sure fire's taken care of, right?
That's the only way. It's the only way. No, listen, I appreciate it. And best of luck the rest of the way, and hopefully for a long playoff run.
Thanks for having me, Nick. Appreciate it.
General Manager Blake Ricci, I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Toronto Patriots, live at Westwood Arena with only really weeks until the first game of the playoffs, which is the first weekend of March. The Patriots are currently sitting tied for fourth in fifth, but what can happen within the last 12 games? Home ice could be crucial, and we will see down the stretch. Every home game live on Flow Hockey here at Westwood Arena, 7:30 p.m. puck drop, and I'll have the call in Caledon on Thursday, Admirals Patriots, and then back here this Saturday against the Milton Menace. Until next time, I'm Nicholas Fiore. Mamma mia, and ciao.